Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Thursday, the 13th day of January, 2022. I hope you're healthy and COVID-free and safe today. I hope that you and your family's needs in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field and the first responders that are trying to save lives. Special blessings today on the families of the 17 people that were killed in the fire in the Bronx on January 9th. The first responders came to save lives, but that fire was bad, and it killed 17 people, including children. Blessings upon those families this morning, and all like them that are suffering today. Blessings upon those that pick up garbage for us to keep our streets and sidewalks clean. Blessings also upon those that make deliveries for our convenience, and double blessings on the people that are trying to rescue and deliver and help the victims of pornography and child pornography, and the victims of prostitution and child prostitution and human trafficking and sex slavery, the victims of molestation, child molestation and pedophilia, and curses and double curses on the perpetrators and profiteers of these heinous, disgusting, immoral acts. Finally, blessings on the homeless. 600,000 men, women, and children in the United States and millions around the world in the same or some or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom and those trying to help. There was a basketball game last night. The New York Knicks defeated. In fact, the New York Knicks routed the Dallas Mavericks 108-95. It was, we talked about before the game yesterday, the keys. In yesterday's video, also among the trade talk, we talked about the keys to the Knicks winning, not just against Dallas, but going forward. And one of those keys was Julius Randle. We were talking about how Julius Randle needed to continue to make right decisions. He needed to continue to make quick moves, either pass it, shoot it, or whatever. And then, of course, continue to rebound and play good defense. Now, yesterday, if you look at the box score, you'll see 5 turnovers. But most of those turnovers happened in like the third, fourth quarter. He does have this habit that whether we're winning big or losing big, he still wants his stats. He does still have that habit. And at the end of the game, or toward the end yesterday, when Tom still had the starters in, he was dribbling into traffic. He was forcing things a little bit. And every time he did it, he lost the ball. And so we were up already big by that time. So I'd say at least 3 of his turnovers, happened like that. But during the real course of the game, the first, second quarter, he was really playing good basketball. I mean, he ended the game with 12 boards and 8 assists. He was looking for his teammates, and he was making really quick decisions. Not all of the shots are good shots, but it's not, to me, at this phase of Julius Randle, it's not that. We just want him to make a quick decision with the basketball. And that he did. He was making quick decisions. And again, I love it when he does get the rebound on a defensive board and pushes it very strongly up the court, and then finds a guy that's next to him so he doesn't lose the ball. Because again, he's been doing that during this last, I guess a couple weeks. But he does it, puts great pressure on the defense. It causes them to have to get back. And if they don't get back, it's an easier shot. It creates easy shots in transition for the Knicks. And one of the keys of a successful offense is to create easy baskets. And that's one of the ways he himself does it for the Knicks. He pushes the ball. I mean, he's like a locomotive. He's really fast for a guy, 250 pounds, and he pushes the ball. And if he gives it up, he'll give it up to Fournier, he'll give it up to Quick, he'll give it to somebody that's whoever's near him. And once he does that, he gets in his set, right? But it creates a quick, easy opportunity for the Knicks. He did that last night. I was very impressed. At the end of the game, like I said, he was messing up because he went into bad habits I don't know if he's trying to pad his stats. He only ended up with 17, but it was a great game for him prior to that. We played really good basketball during the course of the game, of the evening. I was very happy. And then Mitchell Robinson. Now, the difference between Mitchell Robinson now and even last year and prior years. Now he's learned to control his foul. If you recall his first 2 seasons, he fouled a lot because he was young. And some of y'all was already writing him off then. It was silly because he was doing that. But all young athletic centers, when they get him in, they're going to do that in the NBA. The game is faster. They're going to jump on fakes and they're going to be more aggressive, especially shot blockers. And they're going to that was him 2 years ago, right? Then last year he learned, but then he got hurt. And on top of that, before he got hurt, unfortunately, Elfrid Payton was not the point guard to find him for lobs and stuff on a regular basis. And so that was that. Now this year he's put it all together. He's in shape. He's recovered from his injuries. He's experienced. He knows how to control his fouls. Yesterday he ended up with 3, and that's about normal for him. He raised the defense. He shouts instructions. And by the way, he learned how to really shout instructions on the defensive end and control the anchor from DeAndre Jordan. When DeAndre Jordan was here for that 1/2 a season, that really, he was helping Mitch Rob learn that stuff. And Mitch Rob picked it up, and he's got that now. And now he's got guys like Fournier, like IQ occasionally, and others, RJ Barrett, that are looking for him. Okay. So he has that. And then, he's of course a monster on the offensive glass. If you don't put a body on him, he's going to flush it. He's going to catch it and flush it on you. And 19 points, 10 boards, 2 blocks, Mitch Robinson. Stellar defense, rim protection, Mitchell Robinson. That's what we need. No, I don't want Miles Turner. But, if they get him and they have Mitch Rob coming to Mob Deep, fine. But I'm not trading Mitchell Robinson for Miles Turner. I'm not doing it. I told y'all from the beginning, I'm not doing it. If they had to do it, I understand, but I'm not doing it. I don't care if he doesn't shoot threes. I really don't care. We could win with him doing just like this. Okay? It's still basketball. So there's that. Burks, he was solid. Didn't shoot the ball well. 2 of 9, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. The Swiss Army knife, 2 steals. Burks was all around, didn't shoot great, but he affects winning in other ways. Then, of course, you have Evan Fournier, again, efficient, 5 of 9, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He's normally not the rebound assist guy, but 13 points. We had 5 players in double figures yesterday. RJ. Look, I told y'all, stop messing with RJ. Stop micro-analyzing his right hand and every move he makes. On a macro level, we have an all-star player, a long-term all-star. He's going to be a playoff performer. That's what we have on our hands right here with the 3rd overall pick. He don't need to show you now. Some of y'all just, that's why players don't want to come to New York. Y'all micro take apart everything they do. Like, what kind of toilet paper they use, what kind of toothpaste they use. Do they, goodness. Come on, man. He needs a right hand. Well, let them stop him from scoring 32 points then. Otherwise, I don't want, what I'm saying? Unless somebody stop him, I don't want to hear it. 32 points, 13 of 22, 4 of 7 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, from field, from free throw line, 7 boards, 2 assists. He knows how to play winning basketball. And that's the most important thing about him. He knows how to win. The game flowed through him, and that's what the result. When Julius Randle allowed, and that's up to Julius, because Tom gonna let the game flow through Julius if Julius won it. This is Julius being unselfish and letting the game flow through RJ. And when he's doing that, look what happens. 6-0, the Knicks are, when RJ scores 30 points or more. 6-0. Okay? No coincidence. 11-2 when Fournier scores 18 and more. Again, the Mob Deep has been hurting, recently. I think, I don't know. I see. So he went with a 9-man rotation. Grimes 19, quickly 14 minutes, 21 minutes for Noel, and 11 minutes for Toppin. Grimes, to me, like I think y'all might have saw yesterday. Here's a play though. Quickly comes down the floor. He's on the left side of the floor. Grimes is in the corner. They come at Quick with a double team. He's looking to his right. Grimes is right there, 10 feet from him. And he's trying his best not to pass the ball to Grimes. He throws it everywhere else. And Grimes is still standing there. That was a real freeze out. I can't say he just didn't see him because he was right there. And I don't get it. I'm going to say it again. Quickly's not a point guard. He is not a point guard. Deuce is a better point guard. Right now. The only reason is because Tom doesn't play rookies. And Deuce he got that connect with Kentucky from IQ from before Tom got here. He loved IQ. Okay. That's his little boy. Okay, fine. But Deuce is a better point guard. And IQ needs to come off the bench. And he's not shooting the ball. I mean, he shot 1 of 7 yesterday, 0 for 3 from the 3-point line. He has not been shooting the ball good this year as a general rule. He just hasn't. And it's not like he's not getting the opportunity. He is every night. Okay. So he puts pressure on the defense also. And that's what his value is. And he plays good defense. He can play a little defense if he wants to. I mean, he can. But to me last night, Grimes was 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. He scored. That was his 9 points. Great defense. Not good defense. Great defense. Grimes plays. Okay. And I would like to see him get, 10, 12 shots a game. If you let him do that over the course of a 10 to 12 game period, he's going to shoot up to high 40s or 50 even from 3. He's that good a shooter. And we'll get better. I think this will be an evolution, one of the next evolutions or one of the evolution subplots of the offense. You're going to see, this next evolution come where Grimes starts getting more shots. I know Tom has stated it, but yesterday when Quick did that, I was like, what are you doing, man? He's standing right there. Anyway, that was that. McBride again, 1 minute. I don't count McBride's 1 minute. The garbage time for McBride, Jericho and Knox, whatever. So he went 9 deep. RJ played the 41 minutes, a tremendous team win. If the Knicks and this is again, Randall is the brain here. So he's the heart. He's the stir. He's the straw that stirs this pot. If he continues to make quick decisions like that and look for his teammates, the Knicks are going to be in very good shape. They really are going to be in good shape because I have not seen a game where they lost with him doing that. The games they lose are games he decides to go one-on-one. He decides to dribble through double team. He decides he's going to take the most shots. Those are games we either win or we usually lose. When he decides to make quick decisions, like when he makes quick decisions with the ball, move, and everything he did was that. It was within a couple of seconds. He would either make a shot, take a shot, make a pass, even if he turned it over, just make a quick decision. We usually win those games. Okay. And RJ and Fournier play better in those games. Everybody plays better in those games. So he's the real key here. Okay. He's the real key here. So we gotta, if we can continue, and I comment on Twitter last night that maybe cause he's been doing it now. I mean, I noticed it real strong in the first Celtics game last week. That really where it started to me. And then the second game, he was tired. When he starts getting tired, he makes bad decisions and he starts to play in a way that, that causes us to lose. And Tom with that daggone 7-man rotation really messed us up Saturday night. So that was that problem. But other than that little blemish, he's been really playing the right way. He's been playing the game the right way. Against Boston the first time, against San Antonio, against last night against Dallas, he's consistently making good decisions. So now we got Atlanta Saturday night. I cannot see Tom inserting Kemba, even if Kemba's ready Saturday night. You know why? Because he made a comment. And again, it's one of those nonchalant but very important comments. What he said was, that's the best game the first unit has played all year. That's what he said. He said our first unit was fantastic. And he's right. He said that was the best game the first unit played all year. And he's right about that. Mobb Deep didn't do their usual work last night. They haven't been for a minute. I think it's just getting back settled after this COVID thing. But the first unit was fantastic last night. So I don't think he's going to change that to put Kemba in the starting lineup. I don't think he will. I think he's going to stick with what he's got right now. And Kemba will be out again until further notice, until further notice. The way they're playing right now, I wouldn't mess with it. I'm just saying, it's not about love or hate for Kemba. I wouldn't mess with it. It's just how it's flowing right now. So let's see how it goes, because against Atlanta, it's going to be a good test, because Nick McMillan's going to be prepared. His team is going to be ready, and he's going to have a strategy against Julius Randle. Now, if this is the thing, again, the thing about Julius Randle is if he's making quick decisions, we know what's going to happen. He's going to play good. We have a good chance to win. But if they try to play him one-on-one, he'll kill him. He will. He's going to destroy them. Okay? As a matter of fact, to start the game yesterday, Dallas was doing that. They were trying to go one-on-one with him. And I think he scored a good amount of points in the first quarter, just going off. And he will do that. And then when they started doubling again, he switched back to the passing Julius Randle. So Atlanta's got a decision to make. And this is what makes this so good. If Atlanta tries to go one-on-one, he gonna kill him. I don't know any player that can deal with Julius Randle when he gets the ball one-on-one without a double team on a low block situation. He's going to destroy you. That's where his 250 strength, agility, power comes in. He's going to hurt you. And I'm glad in that regard. That's the best of Julius Randle. But if you double him and he starts giving up the rock and making a quick decision, we in good shape too. So it's going to be an interesting game against Atlanta Saturday night. So we'll see what happens. I want to see this. And then the big test though, that's test one. Well, honestly, Dallas was test one, because Dallas was on a 6-game winning streak. Test two is Atlanta, and then Charlotte. Charlotte's been killing everybody. You know what? If Charlotte finishes in this top 6 in the East, we get that first round pick. If they below 6, then we don't. Okay. So if they top 6 in the East, and they pushing real hard for that right now, if they top 6 in the East, we get their first round pick. So it conveys this year. So, and then next year they have to be top 8, I think 7 or 8, and we get the first round pick if it doesn't happen this year. So that's, Charlotte's going to be a test. So we're going to see they're playing really good basketball, man. They're beating everybody. Beating the Lakers, beating Chicago, beating everybody. That LaMelo Ball is the deal. Last night, who'd they beat? They beat Philly last night. That LaMelo Ball is the deal, man. He really, shoot. Talk about boom or bust. Like I said, he kaboom boom, man. That boy he really is the game changer for them. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, let me cut it off here. Get back to work. But anyway, y'all have a good Thursday. Shalom.